Right, I'm here with Norwich City legend Bryan Gunn. Bryan, thoughts on Alex Neil's dismissal first and foremost, please?
Well, I must admit I was shocked last night just after 6 o'clock when the social media and the news started coming through. Obviously I was on radio last weekend at Sheffield. I did a Canary call, there was lots of disgruntled fans, and I basically said, well, it's a big week for the board. They've got a lot of decisions to make. I'm not sure what's happened between the Saturday night, the game on Tuesday at Bristol, obviously 1 point down there and losing from a winning position, and then Alex was able to take his training as normal on a Friday. He also took the press conferences as normal on a Friday.
I was going to talk about that. How do you think that's gone down? I don't think it's a very kind of pleasant way to go about things.
I just think that the board meeting was planned. And then somebody must have started talking about the managerial position, and I think maybe, well, I don't know, but obviously Alex said a lot of forthright things in his press conference to say that he was the man to lead the club forward, and he was wanting to take control of the transfer situation and the recruitment, and whether that didn't match up with the board's intentions. So that'll come out in the wash in the next week or so. Can
we take your name out the hat for the manager's role?
I was 40-1 at the start of the day. I've gone up to 60-1. So obviously people are taking money out. I don't know what's happening. Dave Stringer's gone in at 4,000-1. But at this stage, Norwich City fans, there's lots of top managers out there out of work at the moment, and it's down to the directors.
Who do you pick, Bryan? If you're Dealer and Michael, who do you give the manager's job to?
If I was Dealer and Michael, they'll be probably looking at someone like Roy Hodgson. With the experience, they know the man, they trust the man. But there'll be other members of the board that will have their own thoughts. Alan Pardew has come through as a strong favourite with the press today. Charlie Wyatt, as we know, is a friend of the club. He has a voice with, or he knows people within the club, and he does report on Norwich in both positive and negative fashion. So Alan Pardew's been mentioned through him, and then you've got the likes of Mark Warburton, who is out of work at the moment from his role at Rangers, and then also Gary Rowett. And I'm sure that a lot of the Norwich City fans will be looking at somebody like Gary Rowett and thinking that he managed to get Birmingham to a certain level, but I don't think he's got the experience.
I don't think he's got the experience for me.
Well, he's probably not got the experience, but then Mark Warburton hasn't got the experience of getting out of the Premier League. So the only man that we've just mentioned is Alan Pardew. He's got teams out of the Championship, he's got them in the Premier League, he's kept them in the Premier League, and I've just said to the Directors' Lounge and the other lounges I've been speaking in today, Norwich City need to find that sustained run in the Premier League. They've not had it. They've been a roller coaster from Paul Lambert taking them up, back down, Alex Neil and Neil Adams as well, don't forget Neil, and then obviously Alex Neil taking them up, which I think he should be commended for as well. Let's not forget, he gave Norwich City fans probably their best experience of promotion.
Best day I've supported Norwich, definitely.
Best day from a young person's point of view. 1985, obviously the League Cup, and then 2014, was it 15, whatever it was, that got them back into the Premier League. So give Alex Neil credit for that as well.
So let's take it away from Norwich City for a bit, and actually let's move to Manchester City. Obviously, we've got to talk about Angus, your son. He's doing very well. Former academy product, of course. How's it going for him in Manchester?
Well, he's number 3 goalkeeper at Manchester City at the moment, which some people would say that that's a high profile position. Claudio Bravo and Willie Caballero is number 1 and number 2. Don't know which way round, because the manager doesn't know either. I'm not saying Pep doesn't know his job, but obviously Bravo played today in the Cup. They're through to the semi-finals, and obviously that's all part of Angus's experience. He's been involved with a club like that's winning. Hopefully, if he doesn't get a chance at Manchester City between now and the end of the season, there'll be an opportunity for him now to go on loan next season.
Fantastic.
Whether that will be a team coming into the Premier League, or possibly a team that have got big ambitions in the Championship of getting to the Premier League, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of options there for Angus to look at.
Great, awesome. So let's take it back to Norwich. If you're Alan Irvine, or you're the new manager that comes in before the end of the season, what's your approach, and how do you think we'll finish the season, Bryan?
Well, there's 10 games to play for. Win 10 games, 30 points. You've got a chance in the playoffs. Who knows? I don't know whether that was a wry smile that you gave me there, or one, but that's the way you should start today. Game's just about to kick off. The fans, I'm sure, will be unsure of the situation, but the players need to give them something to react to. And if they can win today, the next 3 games are really important, because whatever Norwich, Sheffield Wednesday, Fulham, probably discount Preston, but Preston are sort of in that 10th position as well.
Yeah.
There's normally a team from...
Anyone can slip up, right?
Anyone can slip up, and there's 10 games to go, 3 points to win, and in 3 games' time, Norwich City, we could be standing here saying they've still got a chance of the playoffs.
There you go, Bryan Gunn, thanks very much.
No problem.
All the time a fairy tale.